Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Z Gear vehicle maintenance series. Today we're going to be talking about the service kit. What are the different parts involved when your mechanic says that your car needs a service? How long do these parts last, and what do they do inside your engine? So this will just be a great video for those of you who are just planning on buying a car, and also just people who still own cars but don't understand what the different parts are used for, servicing your vehicle, how long they last, and basically what they do inside your engine. Today I'm back with the Toyota Voxy, but everything that I'm going to give you here is going to apply to pretty much any car that you can buy. So the first thing, and most importantly, let's talk about your engine oil. I did a full in-depth video about engine oil, and if you haven't seen that, I will link it up in the caption so that you can have a look at that, so you better understand how your engine oil serves your engine. So basically, this is the most important part of your service kit. You should never skip an engine oil change, because once the engine oil is, dirty and it's not able to efficiently clean your engine and keep it lubricated, then you have major problems that end up in situations like having to rebuild your engine, and even worse problems, just have your engine be a complete write-off and you have to replace the engine. So your engine oil will generally last, depending on the type of oil that you use. For example, this is a 10W40, which is a semi-synthetic oil. It can last you anywhere between 5,000 to about 10,000 kilometers without any issues. But to be safe, I would always say that you should do your oil change anywhere between 6,000 to 7,000 kilometers, just to make sure that you're not really going on the edge of what your engine oil is capable of. So one thing that you guys need to know also is that your engine oil doesn't just serve as a lubricant in your car, but also it is a cooling part of your car. So your car might have, overheating issues just because you have very dirty engine oil that is not able to draw all the heat away from the vital components of your car. So it's always important that you have fresh engine oil in your car. Of course, the engine oil goes with an oil filter, and even with the oil filters, like I said in the spark plug video, there's a lot of guys who are making fake oil filters, and it's very difficult to know which ones are original, which ones are fake. So you just need to make sure that you're getting your oil filters from a genuine parts supplier. Another thing that will be replaced in your service kit is your air filter. I did another in-depth video about air filters if you want to go and check that out. The air filter basically controls and cleans the air that is coming through into your engine. And of course, if you have a blocked air filter, you get things like misfiring and loss of power. There'll be hesitations, and that's because your engine is not getting enough air into the engine. This can also damage your spark plugs, because that ends up giving you a rich mixture, which ends up clogging up the electrodes on your spark plugs. So you always want to have a clean air filter on your engine, and that's another part that will be replaced when you bring your car in for service. So basically, an air filter will last you pretty much as long as your engine oil lasts you. So whenever you're going to replace your engine oil, it's always best to replace your air filter. But like I said in my extended video, you also want to look at the conditions in which you're driving, because sometimes if you frequently go on dusty roads, you work in a mine, that kind of thing, your engine oil might be fine, but your air filter will need a replacement, because you are driving in conditions that make this thing work harder to trap all the dirt and debris that's coming from the outside as your engine is trying to pump the air. So you can change it every time you're changing your oil, but also remember the conditions in which you're driving could mean that you need to replace it earlier. Another thing that can be found in your service kit is a coolant top-up bottle like this one. So sometimes your engine might be losing coolant for different reasons. Sometimes in a normal situation, this is a fluid, so eventually it does evaporate, and you have some coolant leaking somewhere, and you end up having to top it up. So this can be included in your kit, but in most cases, when your car is in very good condition, you will rarely have to change this often. So as far as the service intervals for coolant, you probably just need to be moving around with one bottle. It can literally go years, and you just have to top up just a little bit. So as far as having this in your service kit every single time you go and change your engine oil and your air filter, you probably don't have to do that if your cooling system is in tip-top shape. So those are pretty much all the parts that fall under your basic maintenance. There are other things that your specialized mechanics, like the ones that we have here at Tunex, will check. Stuff like your brakes, we'll be able to check your spark plugs, and other major things like, oil leaks that are around your engine. But when your mechanic says that your car just needs a service, these are essentially the parts that you get, and that's how long they last. And yeah, that's pretty much everything about servicing your vehicle. Of course, every single part that I've mentioned here is available at our official parts sponsor, Autodrift. So if you want to make sure that you're getting genuine parts, whether it's your air filter, coolant, engine oil, and your oil filter, make sure that you're getting them at Autodrift, and support the brands that support Z Gear. Great, so that was just a quick video on the Z Gear vehicle maintenance series about engine service. I hope that somebody learned something, and of course, if I left any information out, you guys can let me know in the comments. And obviously, you can also suggest future videos that you want us to do here on the series. And yeah, we'll just keep the information flowing so that everybody is learning and keeping their cars in tip-top shape. But until the next one, guys, I will see you, and drive safe.